Hey everyone, and welcome back to the video, and to the channel if you're new here. We've got another 2-in-1 special for you today, whilst we're still here in the south of Wales. Our first stop is wandering the valleys in Carmarthenshire to a neo-Gothic folly that's perched on a hill above the quiet villages, known as Paxtons Tower. Standing at 36 feet high, this crenulated tower was established around 1806 in honour of Lord Nelson. Sir William Paxton was a London merchant with family roots in Scotland. He made his fortunes with the East India Company, and on his return to Britain, he purchased Middleton Hall. It was around 1806 again that Paxton called in a friend, an architect, Samuel Cockerell, who beautifully designed a neo-classical folly that would commemorate the late of Admiral Nelson, who died at the Battle of Trafalgar the previous year. There is a slight possibility that Paxton met Nelson while serving as Mayor of Carmarthen, hence the monument to him. And the folly was built as a decorative building for Paxton to entertain his number of guests. And it's also been said that the tower would have been used for a viewing platform for him to watch his horses racing between Middleton and Tenby. The tower itself is a slightly unusual design, with the base being triangular and a turret rising from each corner and over the central arch. There was a banqueting room on the first floor, whilst just above that was a prospect room, which was a viewing area with access to the terraces along the roof. As you can see in the video, you're more than welcome to wander around and directly through the tower arch, but only rarely do people get to climb the internal stair. Originally, the windows had stained glass, which adds to the medieval aesthetic. The design of the tower itself is Gothic in inspiration. It's a great small walk up to the folly, and it's fantastic to be able to look out over the valleys to the great Welsh landscapes. There's no cost to enter, and it's open daily at all reasonable times, and also maintained by the National Trust. There's free parking just down by the roadside. We think it's worth the wander to stretch the legs and enjoy the surroundings. Further south of Paxton we headed towards Cowbridge, where a small castle ruin lays. It stands on a rocky outcrop above the river, and originally would have been a simple earthwork enclosure, which was built by Herbert de St Quentin. Then towards the end of the 12th century, a strong stone keep was added inside the earthworks, and in the 14th century the gatehouse was added, to which this is also likened to the gatehouses that were built by Gilbert's father at Caerphilly, and by King Edward I at his castles in North Wales for their iconic designs. The castle was defended by a pair of strong towers with flanking guard chambers that each had 4 arrow loops so that enemies would be struck first, although some of them were altered in the 15th century as the gatehouse was turned into a prison. 2 further towers were then built at the eastern side of the site. It's said that these defences may have been the work of the de Clare family. The final stage of the castle's construction was built by the English nobleman and military commander Gilbert de Clare, and in the early 14th century the most notable remnants of this castle are its high stretch of curtain wall on the north side of the site. In the centre of what was once a large fortress is an earthen mound with the remains of a thick-walled building on top of it, which may be all that's left of an earlier keep. Inside the building were 2 upper floors, and the topmost of which was residential with a staircase leading up. Again, unfortunately, our explore was cut off by it being closed to the public, but we certainly did manage to get a great idea of how the castle would have looked and how important this ruin was. It's a ruined shell, but actually a very impressive one and worth the visit. Thank you very much for joining us today, and we really hope that you've enjoyed our video. So please be sure to hit that like button and put on those notifications so you'll never miss a video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, why not consider joining us? We'll see you next week, and thank you for all of the ongoing support. Till next time.